Let me welcome back to New Jersey today our official WCTC legal analyst to talk about something that January has become synonymous with, and that's divorce. Edward Weinstein joins us now in New Jersey today. Ed, how are you? Good to talk to you again.
Good afternoon, Bert. How are you? Happy New Year.
Same to you. And first of all, congratulations on your football team. Do they have a chance this weekend or what?
I feel we have a very strong chance. We only lost by 3 points, and it was a controversial 3 points at that when we lost to Green Bay during the regular season. And I feel that we'll be victorious. I'm rooting for the 49ers so we can go out to San Francisco and sweep our way to the Super Bowl.
There you go. Well, I will pull for your Giants. How is that, Ed? And hopefully they go all the way now.
Very kind of.
All right, thank you. Let's talk about January, recognized internationally as National Child-Centered Divorce Month. This is right in your sweet spot, I know, Ed, of what you do. January, more divorces in the calendar year in January than any other month?
That is correct, Bert. And basically the genesis of the situation is many families will try to get through the holidays for the sake of the children. And once New Year's comes and goes, there is a dramatic spike in divorce filings. My research dictates that approximately 60 to 70% of those filings are by women or the wife of the marriage. And not only do family law practitioners, the courts understand this, but further research has demonstrated to me that dating services embrace this. There's a website out there that basically has a divorce calculator on it in which the average person can go on and try to do the math. Can they afford to get divorced? That website alone sees a spike in hits during the month of January. So the statistics are very clear in that regard, but the good news is that organizations such as Child-Centered Divorce, which is a support network for parents, have embraced this, and therefore not only, as you alluded to before the commercial break, on an international level, thanks to the advent of the Internet, so both nationally and internationally, these types of groups that seek to protect children in divorce have designated January as National Child-Centered Divorce Month, and therefore amplify and increase their cause and their message with respect to educating parents about the negative consequences that can occur if children are involved in the divorce, either directly or indirectly, and obviously with the goal to protect and shield children during this very difficult time for any family.
There's one statement that you said just a few moments ago, Ed, that really got my eyes open here, that you said a lot of these situations where parents make the decision to go ahead and divorce, a lot of times if it's, September, October, they make the decision to wait through the holidays for the sake of the kids and then begin the proceedings in January. I mean, is this something that you parents will put off for several months just for the sake of their kids?
It is actually quite typical in my 16-year career. It is very common. Summer, a lot of people try to get through the summer. September, October, people who are, say, kind of on a fact-finding mission, they want to understand the substantive issues of the divorce, what to expect both procedurally, how it's going to affect their children, custody issues, support issues, and obviously division of assets and liabilities. And then at the conclusion, say, of a consultation, will say to me, well, Mr. Weinstein, I'm not ready yet. I really want to get through the holidays, but hang on to my information, which I already do anyway, and I assure the people that as soon as the consultation's over, I dictate a memo. So everything is fresh, because some people will meet me again August, September, October, and then early January, the phone or email will start blowing up, and people are like, okay, I made it. And it's really only the really horrendous cases, such as what happened with the family in Old Bridge, where there was it was domestic violence, beyond domestic violence, a murder-suicide situation, but only those domestic violence type situations don't make it through the holidays. Otherwise, everybody tries to either put on a good show for the kids, or one of the two spouses knows, okay, they have a hidden agenda, and then the other spouse, and as I alluded to many times, the husband in the case, let's say, or in the situation, kind of blindsided by it for their new year.
Not a good way to kind of start things off, huh?
Unfortunately, no. But again, trying to focus on the positive here, many groups that focus on protecting children said, hey, well, because actually 6+ years ago, just randomly, they selected July as the month to protect children in divorce. And then just more recently, I believe it was just 2010, that the main organization that I alluded to earlier and that you alluded to, Bert, they said, well, let's be smart about this. Let's make it January, when the statistics demonstrate divorce filings are at their highest, and let's get people's attention right off the bat.
Our guest is WCTC legal analyst Edward Weinstein here on New Jersey Today, and we're talking about National Child-Centered Divorce Month, which January is recognized as. Ed, do you sort of see the flip side? Maybe someone will come to you after the first of the year, after meeting with you earlier, and saying, "Hey, you know what? We had a sit down, we had a talk, we talked things through. I think we're gonna give it another go." Do you see a lot of that sometimes after the holidays?
Well, I won't typically see that particular scenario. Something that never escapes myself or anybody here at my office is it's a very big step just to walk in the door to a divorce attorney's office. And many times I find that their families don't know, their best friends, siblings, parents. It's either the attorney on the first consultation or a therapist. One or the other is the first time that somebody even uses the word divorce comes out of somebody's mouth, if you will. So typically, if they're going to give it a run, they're not going to come back to me. I might get an email that says, "I really appreciate the time and information you gave me, that you gave me back when. I'm happy to say we're working on it. We're in marriage counseling, and I wish them nothing but the best of luck. And I would love, it's always a strange conversation, but hope I don't hear from you again. You're a wonderful person. I hope I don't hear from you, at least not on a professional level."
Yeah, it's one of those cases, right?
What I have seen more so, especially recently, last couple of years, with the economy being as problematic as it is, where many people now are coming in January and saying, okay, would you recommend mediation? Or my spouse and I are considering mediation, but I'd like you to be my attorney as a bit of more of like in a consulting type role, where the two people will go to mediation and then hire, say, my office on a retainer type basis, and then in between mediation sessions, I'll consult them on that's a fair deal, careful, that's not a fair deal, and advise them with respect to as much as they can work out, with the hope that mediation will result in not only an amicable resolution and obviously quite cost efficient, but again, first and foremost, you shield the children from the process, because it's only in the ugly, litigious cases that we really have to worry about protecting the children.
So for better or for worse, Ed, there's a lot of stuff to learn. Now, how does someone get a hold of you to learn some more?
Well, my phone number is 732-246-0909, and my website is www.weinsteinlawoffice.com, or if you simply type in Edward Weinstein into Google, I'm not hard to find at all. Or you could go onto YouTube as well, and I have a number of videos that include videos, interviews conducted with your program, as well as other videos and interviews that I've conducted. So it's always my pleasure, especially if you just want to chat with me about what's going on with the children during the process. Some people try to hold out till kids get on to say off to college, but typical scenarios are an honor roll student, grades plummet, or a child who never got in trouble, all of a sudden detentions, and the parents are being called into school, things like that family practitioners and specialists such as myself and my office, that we keep a keen eye out for. As soon as we see a child starting to show those symptoms, then we start recommending things like therapy. And if the situation's getting really out of control, there might have to be court intervention and what's called a guardian ad litem appointed for the children, which is, in more simple words, basically an attorney for the children.
Gotcha. Excellent. Good to talk to you, WCTC legal analyst Edward Weinstein. I'm pulling for your Giants, and thanks for the time, and we'll talk again soon, my friend, all right?
Pleasure always, Bert. Again, Happy New Year, and thank you very much.
Same to you. Thank you. It's 2:55 on New Jersey Today. We will come back and wrap up today's edition next.